Welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of August 8th. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
Nicole Eridix is away this week. We hope she'll be back soon. As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we've made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give into our obsessing. And today we are obsessing about balancing salary with a love of your work. So certainly it's not always a trade-off, but on this...
Sometimes you hate your work and you get no money
Yes,
for it.
exactly.
That's just the way life goes.
So, a while ago on a roundup, I mentioned this game called Follow the Herd that I play once a week, and it's just you answer a bunch of questions, and you have to try to guess, what other people will say. So when you're answering the question, you're not answering what you think is correct or what you personally believe, but you're trying to predict what the most common answer will be, right? So the question was, would you rather work a job you love for $75,000 salary or a job you hate for $125,000? Now, I thought this was a very obvious answer, but I was talking to my son about it, and he... of course, has never had a job besides watering the plants at the neighbor's house, but he totally disagreed with me. So should I say which one?
Well, let me first ask. Did you think it was very easy to guess what other people would say, or did you think it was very easy to come up with your personal answer?
I mean, kind of both. I thought it was easy to decide what my answer would be, and I thought that everyone would say that.
Okay.
But then,
because I surveyed my family, but I didn't ask them to guess what other people would guess. Okay. I just asked them what they would say.
Right. So I thought that it was very clear that $75,000 is a reasonable salary and something you can live on. And why not do what you love for that amount? Because an extra $50,000 is not enough for you to be miserable every single day.
Absolutely.
Right? I just thought that was not even a question.
Right. I mean, if it had been $25,000 or if it had been minimum wage or if it had been,
Absolutely.
Room and board or something.
If they had been a wider separation between those two numbers, then...
Or the second one was $1 million.
Yes. That's different.
It would be more questionable. Yeah.
But for $75,000, I mean, that's fine. You can... Yeah. That's a perfectly legitimate amount. And... Yeah.
Not as much as it used to be.
No,
but still.
Certainly not. But, I mean, being miserable all day, every day for an extra $50,000 a year, that's, $1,000 a week. That's not enough. Yeah. No, thank you.
No.
So my kid is wrong. My kid was no real...
Well, what was his logic for saying that the higher amount was better?
Just more is better, basically, was his thought.
Yes, has never worked at a job he hates.
Exactly. And has never, really had to pay for anything. So.
That's right.
But, and also the game players agreed with me. Yeah.
Okay, good, good. So your son is the outlier, and once he has his first bad job, ask him.
Right. Although I will say it was... Let me find it.
It was kind of close?
It wasn't close, but it wasn't like a slam dunk either. So.
Yeah. Well, I can see. My answer was the job you love, and my husband and my daughter also said that. And in fact, when I said $75,000, my daughter, who's making minimum wage at Wendy's and working part-time, her eyes lit up like I had just said all the money in the world. I think 125, she just couldn't even register it. So she's like, $75,000?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
My son had already gone to work, and so I didn't get a chance to ask him. But he's had a bad job, I think he would say. I mean, he might at first think, oh, more money, but he doesn't really even spend the money that he makes. So I think that a job you love would be more appealing to him.
Right.
Just because, gosh, a job you hate, it's such a large chunk of your life.
It is.
The hours that you work. If you're working a full-time job, and I mean, if it's a job you hate, you probably are working overtime, but it's at least 40 hours a week.
That's
a
lot.
large chunk of your life to be unhappy.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I don't know if I have ever worked at jobs I truly hated, but I have worked at jobs I was uncomfortable with, or that I felt that actually even people were treating other people badly, even if they weren't treating me badly, and it was just a hostile workplace.
Yeah.
You know, and also worked places. I don't know, I quit jobs all the time, regardless of either of those things, but definitely working a job you hate. It's
a special kind of awful, you know, just...
If you could say, if you worked this job you hate for a month, I will give you $1 million. Maybe then. But if it's open-ended and it's not that much dough...
No.
You know, quality of life, man.
Absolutely.
Go for the quality of life.
Yeah.
But, I mean, my daughter has been in a job situation that she was not happy, so she has some frame of reference for the job you hate part. And my son has too, so...
And I don't know that I've ever had a job I hated. I've certainly quit jobs before, mostly for, you know, greener pastures, but
yeah.
But even if you just dislike it, not even hate, dislike,
yeah,
is still not fun at all.
Even if there's like 2 people in the office who you hate,
yeah,
you got to get out of there.
Yeah,
it's like it's so little to make a toxic workplace,
right?
And you know, hopefully you'll be able to switch to another job that will have about the same amount of money, or that will make you enough happier that you won't be happy with less money,
right?
But ugh.
Yeah.
But it does seem that a lot of people go for the higher paying job that you hate.
Yeah.
And, oh, people. It's so
not worth it.
You really don't need all those things that you think you need.
Right.
You know, cut 5 TV subscriptions and then take them to the better job.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You can live without them, we promise.
Right. I mean, if they put in there, you know, a job you hate, but it has really good benefits, then I start to question.
Yeah, see, we can think of all the real world complications here.
Yes.
It's like, is there something going on in my life where the extra $50,000 would make a big difference? Am I buying a new home and that will make me able to afford the mortgage?
Right.
Could I put up with something awful for personal goals? Yeah, I can see situations.
Right.
Where you would want to.
Yeah.
But, man, that depends on in what way is the job hateful?
Yes.
Is it just that it's hard work? Is it, you know, out in the sun? Is it that it's working with people you despise? Is it that you're doing work that you find morally unpleasant?
Right.
There's all different ways to hate a job.
Yeah, that is true.
You may just hate the job because you don't want to work.
Right.
I would rather be sitting home playing video games. I hate this job.
Yes.
I hear that in my house sometimes. But, I don't know. Then, you know, the thing to do is just drop out of the workforce altogether and go into the lucrative world of freelancing.
That's right. And podcasting.
Full of adventure. Different jobs. Different things every day. Uncertainty as to whether you're even going to get that money. Many, many phone calls.
Yes.
Please pay me.
Think of the skills.
Such an adventure.
The skills that you
Maybe you'll make $75,000. Maybe you'll make $125,000. Maybe you'll make $10,000. You don't know.
Yep.
Every day is an adventure.
Every day is an adventure, and your accountant loves to see you coming at the end of the year. So.
Oh, my.
Well, I think we agree that my child with no life experience doesn't know what he's talking about.
Write this down, put it in a time capsule, and after he has his first job, say, now what do you think?
Now do you get it?
You'll probably still say $125,000, because, I mean, there's always going to be people for whom more is more, and that's all that matters. Right. But,
Yep.
I don't know.
We'll see. Well,
Yeah, well, I'm glad that the herd also
Yes,
agreed.
the herd pretty much
That is a hopeful sign.
agreed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that is it for today's Round 4. Tune in tomorrow when we'll share our roundabout roundup of things we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.